My hair is kind of crazy today. It is scratching my nose. It is making me want to sneeze. It is watering my eyes. Ugh. I can't even see it because I don't have a view thingy on my camera. I don't have any mirrors here. I feel like my hair is crazy, but like I can't do anything about it, so we just have to deal with it. Hey guys, it's Kelly here again and welcome back to another BookTube video. Today I am going to be showing you books that BookTube made me buy. Now I've seen other people on YouTube do this video. It's mostly done with cosmetics and makeup, and it is basically beauty bloggers and beauty gurus show you the makeup items that they bought because they saw them on YouTube and that made them want to buy the items. I'm going to do the same thing but with books. So I picked up this first book based on a recommendation from G from BookRoast. I will link her channel down below. She talked about this book and I feel like with her I have very similar interests and we kind of enjoy the same types of reads and the same books, so I definitely follow a lot of her reviews. So some of the books that I am going to show you are recommended by her. The first one is called Genesis by Bernard Beckett. It is a very small book. It is a sci-fi. It is very interesting. I'm not gonna say anything just because I don't want to spoil anything, but basically it's a sci-fi. It happens a few thousand years in the future and it is in the form of a exam. The main character of the book is taking an exam and all of the chapters are actually part 1 of the exam, recess part 2 of the exam, recess, and so on and so on. So like I said, it is a sci-fi and it is a very philosophical, so if you enjoy books like that, I definitely recommend this one. The next book I'm going to be sharing with you is called A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. The Bulgarian translation is actually The Four Colors of Magic, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but this is the book and I have read this. I've only read part 1, this one, because unfortunately part 2 and 3 are not yet translated in English and I want to keep them in the same format in Bulgarian. Sorry, they're not translated in Bulgarian. I really enjoyed this book. This is definitely one that has been going around all BookTube. Everyone has read it and you know, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I don't understand the extreme hype. Like, I feel like it's a little overhyped, and maybe because I got overhyped, I feel like I didn't enjoy it 100%, but it was a really great read. It was very easy to read. I did have some trouble with the pacing. I felt it was a bit slow and then suddenly there was action and then it was slow again. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed this book. Don't come for me in the comments below. I did enjoy it, but I definitely don't think it deserves 100% of the hype. Maybe it deserves like 98% of the hype. The next book that I'm going to be sharing with you is again one that I saw from G from BookRoast. It is called Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. I think that was the name, by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let me just check because the Bulgarian translation is rarely accurate. Yes, Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Okay, they got it right this time. Like I said, I saw G mention this book. I am obsessed with space. I love space. I love everything to do with galaxies and stars and aliens. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. I have not read this yet. I am planning on it very soon. This was definitely something that I've seen on BookTube, so I included it in this video. The next book you have seen all over BookTube, and it is the Illuminae Files Part 1. Illuminae? Everyone has been reading this. I have seen it everywhere. Book 2 just actually came out. This is again the Bulgarian edition. I buy the Bulgarian ones. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I buy the Bulgarian edition because usually, not always, but usually they're cheaper. And yeah, I have not read this yet. I plan on it very soon, but it is kind of huge. It is by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, and it is in the form, it is a multimedia book. It is in the form of interviews, emails, just random I don't even know what that was. But interviews, emails, notes, conversations, video camera logs, and stuff like that. There's actually a few pages that are even like in binary code, which I thought that was really cool. So if you get this and you haven't noticed a binary code, I recommend you translate it, because it's actually part of the book and it is actually a full sentence or just a full chapter or something. I have not read this yet. I am planning on it, but again, the size kind of intimidates me. And the last book is again something that I heard of from G from BookRoast. This is her favorite book. This is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss? I don't know. It is a fantasy book. It is, again, very, very huge, kind of like the last one. I have no idea what this is about. I didn't even read the synopsis. I just don't want to. I know that it's a fantasy, and I am going to give it a shot once I am done with some other books that I'm currently reading. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I think there's a part 2 of this book, so we'll see how I like this one, and maybe I'll grab the other one. Do you have any books that you bought just because somebody on YouTube told you? Comment down below if you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. But it's mostly what I've seen is, now I've seen YouTubers here now I've seen do these kinds of now I've seen beauty bloggers. Ugh. Very so I picked up the next what is happening?